She may be beautiful, but she means business. Jamie Rose is Lady Blue, Sunday at 9 here on CHCH TV 11.
Non-stop action, major attraction, mini-series new. Straight from us to you.
Sunday, it's the exciting premiere of Lady Blue.
I'm Katie Mahoney, and I'm with the police department.
She's a beautiful woman, but first of all, she's a gutsy cop. She's Detective Kate Mahoney.
The one-woman lynch mob.
Jamie Rose is Lady Blue, premiering Sunday at 9 on TV 11.
Fun and laughter coming out to you. Got the winning touch. Here, right here on TV 11. Join us.
Join us.
Major League Baseball on TSN. Now you know what you're missing. Check your TV listings because we're going to change your outlook on pay TV. You'll see outstanding sports action as TSN and other pay services are complimentary for an entire week. So call your cable company because after this week...
2020 investigates the restoration of the Statue of Liberty and looks at how to cope with insomnia. Thursday at 10 here on CHCH TV 11.
NHL hockey on TSN. Now you know what you're missing.
Now is the time to get TSN as part of the Satisfaction Pack. With it, you'll get great sports action on TSN, along with First Choice Super Channel and much music. Call your cable company for TSN in the Satisfaction Pack. Just $15.95 a month.
The Barbara Walters special is closed caption for the hearing impaired next here on CHCH TV 11.
Join us in supporting Telecare, where help is as close as your telephone 24 hours a day. This is CHCH TV 11.
TV 11 Newsroom. Late edition. Here's Dan McLean.
And a very good evening, everyone. The fans roared for the Tiger Cats today. Hamilton's Grey Cup champions paraded through the downtown core during the lunch hour. They were greeted by thousands of fans who'd been waiting for this day for more than a decade. Stan Keyes covered the civic outburst of Tiger Pride.
The weather's bad, and the fans showing their support is super. It's just great. I wish it was sun shining, but that's all right. We're Grey Cup champs.
They struck a nerve, these Tiger Cats did.
It's a lot better than the last 2 years, I'll tell you what.
Welcoming home their Grey Cup heroes, the weather certainly did not dampen the enthusiasm of Hamilton Ticat fans who lined both sides of the parade route in downtown Hamilton.
They deserve to be where they are today. Wouldn't miss it for any of them.
Look at the people here. It's raining. They're still out. Great thing for the club. Great thing for the club. Great fans. Great fans.
It's great to see everybody out here. It's fantastic. You know, I've never had anything like this before.
The way most people had it figured, it was about time their hometown tabbies brought home the cup.
Holy Mackinac, Tigers, eat 'em raw!
While veteran fans knew what this was all about, there were the rookies who just weren't sure what to make of it all. As the welcoming parade got closer to City Hall, the crowd swelled. Several thousand fans rallied around a special platform, some low, some high, others higher still. Ben and Ballard stirred them up.
I want to make mention of this flag up here. Mr. Ballard brought it over this morning. It's the special Grey Cup champs flag. And I thank him for that.
And the mayor was pleased to report that at Edmonton City Hall yesterday, Mayor Lawrence Decor made good on his bet. Sporting a Ticat jersey, Mayor Decor raised the flag of Hamilton, which will fly high in front of Edmonton City Hall for 1 week.
Well, I happened to sit with the mayor of Hamilton through the whole game, and he made it pretty clear that they were scoring a lot of touchdowns and we weren't.
Harold Ballard said he admired the Ticat fans for coming out on a day like this, no matter what his team won.
I want to thank the people of Hamilton for taking in a transit from Hogtown, because I've enjoyed every minute I've been in Hamilton, and I enjoy the Hamilton people, and thank God I didn't get the Argonauts.
A suspect sound system limited the speech-making to an introduction of the players.
I think it's good for all the underdogs, just to prove that you can do it. If you believe in yourself, you have a little bit of dedication, and it'll come true.
Not even Dick Beddoes can take credit for owning a hat like this. Well, he doesn't own anything as far as figuring out how football is playing, because I played, I suppose you know that he was very, very feeble or weak about the finish of this game, and it looks good on him. He never guessed anything right in his life. Thank you.
At the Hamilton Tiger Cat Victory Rally, Stan Keys, TV 11 Newsroom.
The region of Hamilton-Wentworth wants the province of Ontario to enact legislation as soon as possible to allow for the election of the regional chairman by the people. Regional Council tonight endorsed a resolution by Alderman Dave Christopherson to write to the province asking that legislation be put in place in time to allow the regional chairman to be elected at large at the next municipal election. Flamborough Councillor Jim Robb was the only member of council to vote against the motion. Robb says he is not in favor of the regional chairman being elected at large. He says it would be a popularity contest.
The people in Flamborough or Stony Creek or Ancaster, Dundas, Glanbrook don't really know who these people are that might be representing themselves as being the best person for a chairman. But the political people, the people who are elected to council, certainly do know the people who are making themselves available. And when we go out campaigning on the streets as regional councillors, our electorate certainly ask us who we support for the chairmanship. They ask us at virtually every door we come to. And if we don't support the person they want to be chairman, then probably we won't be elected. So it's not just a chairmanship elected by council, it's also a member of council elected by the person they're going to support for that chairmanship.
An independent citizens committee has recommended that members of St. Catharines get a huge pay raise over the next 3 years, a pay raise of 43%. The committee made the recommendation after a 7-month study, and Loran Sabarin has the story.
Not wishing to get itself into hot water with the public over pay hike proposals, St. Catharines Council handed the issue over to a 7-member citizens committee. The committee came up with a formula that ties council salaries to the average wage earned in St. Catharines according to Revenue Canada statistics. Currently, aldermen earn a remuneration of about $6,000 a year. Beginning in January 1987, the committee recommended a pay hike of 25% over the next 2 years. And by 1989, remuneration would be boosted to half the average salary in the city. According to 1986 figures, the average salary earned in St. Catharines is about $17,000. A similar formula is proposed for the mayor. Currently, the full-time position of mayor carries with it a salary of just over $41,000. Over the next 2 years, the mayor's salary would increase by 14%, and in the third year would reach a base of $50,000. After that, the mayor's salary would rise or fall according to the percentage increase or decrease in the average income earned in St. Catharines.
The fairest way to do it is to make some recommendation in keeping with that which is peculiar and indigenous to St. Catharines.
At least one alderman is complaining that the recommended increases are simply too high.
The percentage for the alderman in the first year turns out to be approximately 14%, and likewise in the second year. My submission is that the aldermen knew exactly what they're receiving when they let their name stand for elected office, and therefore the increase should be in the vicinity of 4%.
Council will make a decision on the pay hike issue early next month. In St. Catharines, Loran Sabarin, Newsroom, Late Edition.
A Brampton woman was killed today in a 3-car crash in Mississauga. The victim, 64-year-old Jordina Gasidlo, was a passenger in a car driven by her husband, Michael. The 66-year-old man is now in critical condition in hospital. The crash occurred on icy Highway 10 during a snowstorm. The highway was closed for 3 hours following the collision. Peel Regional Police are still investigating. Well, you'll remember a controversial literacy test given to first-year McMaster students in September that drew a lot of complaints, not only from students but from local school boards which questioned the validity of the test and claimed the university was taking a heavy-handed approach. Well, tonight officials from McMaster and the Hamilton Board of Education said they'd work together to improve the test. Ken McDonald has more.
Initial results of the writing competency test given to more than 2,400 MAC students showed that 42% had failed. Test coordinators later said that figure was wrong and that the failure rate was 27%. Many students said they were insulted by the test. One of their complaints was that writing ability should not have been tested with multiple choice questions. Secondary school educators also have concerns.
One of the points that we've made to McMaster over and over again is, please devise a test that you can use with young people that will pinpoint the deficits rather than just giving a global score of deficiencies.
Tonight at a joint news conference, officials from the board and the university said they wanted to put to rest any notion that the test had caused a serious rift between them. But Claire McKeag says the board is making its concerns known to the university.
Why are we testing everyone when it's obvious that some of our students are clearly exceptional in English? It appears to us to be no need to test those students.
The university keeps an open mind on this. And what it is going to be interesting to discover in the next few months is the degree to which the discussions that we're going to be having with our secondary school colleagues can open up for us some alternative and more effective mechanism of identifying students who do need help.
There will be many more meetings before the test is administered again next year. While there are still areas of disagreement on how the test should be handled, one thing is abundantly clear tonight. Neither the university nor the board want another controversy such as the one that took them by surprise this year. In Hamilton, Ken McDonald, Newsroom, Late Edition.
It's called Butler in a Box, and it's a new electronic gadget that removes the drudgery of turning things on and off. And for the disabled, it could be of major assistance.
Maxwell?
Hello.
Lamp.
As you wish.
On.
Right away.
Meet Maxwell, an electronic wizard in a 10.5-inch box. Max is a computerized butler that's programmed to carry out 32 different tasks by simple vocal commands. His brain is full of high-tech artificial intelligence that actually recognizes simple words and the specific voice of his master.
Maxwell?
Did you call?
TV.
Right away.
On.
Okay.
Already been done.
Maxwell's master is Ward Chandler, the Alberta distributor for Butler in a Box. He says the new product could have a number of applications in the homes of the disabled.
For a person who has difficulty getting around the house or, just doing simple day-to-day activities, the Butler can really be a valuable device because you can control by voice without having to get up, any electrical appliance or device in your house. So for a handicapped person, that can be quite a convenience.
As you wish.
While Max is strictly a computer, he does have a few human flaws, like butting in on our interview when he thought he was called.
It samples sound and looks for
May I help you?
No, we better turn him off so he doesn't do that. No.
Okay, Master.
Max can carry out over 200 functions in the house without ever leaving the bookshelf. He's even a security guard who will phone the police if he detects an intruder. And what does it cost for this marvelous black box? A cool $2,500. But he never comes in late, and Max will even tuck you into bed for the night.
Good night.
Good night.
Andy Gizmo. All right, let's find out what is in store weather-wise for the next couple of days. Always a major concern in our immediate vicinity because of a lake effect.
Good evening.
Let's go to Matt. Matt?
Good evening, and welcome to the Celebrity Weather Wheel of Fortune. Our celebrity tonight, Mr. Harold Ballard. We're coming to you tonight from the Thai Cat Dinner, and I have been dispatched from the station to sell subscriptions for memberships to the Dick Beddoes fan club. Any takers? All right, Mr. Ballard,
Harold's the name.
I understand that you are the president of the Toronto chapter of the Beddoes fan club. Is that true?
You're taking me by surprise. I don't know. I never heard about it before, but now that you said it, I believe that as much as I do in your weather reports.
Sir, we would like you to take the weather into your own hands. Give this wheel a spin and give us tomorrow's forecast. Give her a spin.
What's the price?
What's the price?
Yeah.
What's the price?
Anytime I ever spun a wheel, it cost me a lot of money.
This one, just give her a go. All right. Snow? Sunshine? This is really the Wheel of Fortune, isn't it? Any preferences?
Doesn't make any difference. We have to take it anyways, no matter what you say.
It's rain! It's rain! You're right! You ever thought of going into weather forecasting?
No, I think I'll go home with that kind of a forecast.
Oh, snow! We're going to get it both. That means we're going to get it both. We got to send everybody at home back into the station. We'll say goodnight from the Tie-Cat dinner. Back inside to Dan and...
That guy has more moxie than a sore tooth, doesn't he?
Listen, I want to tell you, that's a cheap shot from Harold. He gets my proxy at every annual meeting. I help him spend $8 million to win the Grey Cup. I get smaller dividend checks because he keeps foisting the Tiger Cats upon those of us who own shares. He's a nice guy. He always gets my proxy every time because he owns most of the shares.
And he's a hero in this town.
Oh, he's marvelous. He went from bum to hero. It was exactly last Thursday he said he was going to leave the Tie-Cats in a basket on City Hall steps or at Mayor Morrow's home where Mrs. Morrow could take care of them. Now, of course, they win the Grey Cup, and now it's wait till the next annual meeting. Anyway, let's just, yes, Mr. Ballard, here we are. Minnesota, and this is the team that's chasing Mr. Ballard's other team, the Maple Leafs, beat Buffalo 5-4. Pictures of that one. Gordy Roberts scored the winning goal, his first of the year for Minnesota. No contest, New Jersey all over New York Rangers, and that figures Jersey's a better team than the Rangers, despite their new coach. Philadelphia, 4 goals. Brian Propp beat St. Louis 7-1, helps the Maple Leafs because St. Louis is charging the Maple Leafs in the Norris Division. Other scores here, and a former Maple Leaf, Dan, goaltender Don Edwards, he's from Woodburn, very close to Hamilton, played one game in goal for Brantford. They beat the Dundas Unreal McCoys 3-2, and that was the Brantford Mutts Clematis. Newmarket, another one of Harold Ballard's franchises, which he estimates to be worth more than the Tie-Cats are, 6 to Fredericton's 3, Nova Scotia 4, Moncton 3, the only 2 games in the AHL. They come to NBA basketball, an upset here of some kind, although Boston Celtics aren't playing up to championship form, beaten by Washington, there you see, 117-109. 16-point win for Atlanta over Denver, that figures, and Cleveland Cavaliers beat San Antonio. That team is losing constantly, 115-105. And we're coming back. We've got the civic function, which Hayes at. We get something of that, too. We also have the very wet parade. And we're talking about Scotty Bowman, a good interview with Fred Anderson and Mr. Bowman. Fired today, but $350,000 a year ain't very hard to take.
Truth. Well, the Peace Bridge almost lived up to its name today. It was bashed by...